Hey everyone, and welcome to the March episode of the Modality APAC Perspective. I've got tons of really awesome stuff to share with you this month of what we're seeing out there in the market, new releases from Microsoft. So the first thing I want to talk about is that Microsoft Teams is now generally available, which is really exciting for everybody that's looking to gain more productivity, be more collaborative across their teams, reduce the email traffic that they're receiving in their inboxes on a daily basis. I know I get an absolute ton of this all throughout the day from everybody. So anything that can be done to sort of reduce that overload is definitely a welcome. So we've been using this modality fairly frequently already, both within our team in APAC and then wider within the global team. And what we're finding is that it's really good for conversations within like a single team that wants to be productive in sharing information, and Teams kind of becomes the central point for all of your documents to live, and for websites and other apps that you're using to be integrated into that channel within the team as well. So what we found is this really kind of good mix and matrix of different Microsoft apps coming together to allow collaboration right across our company. So we're still using Skype for Business for making calls to our customers and partners that need to be to a mobile or a landline number, having those ad hoc meetings where we want video and content in one, as well as scheduled recurring meetings where we pick up a headset, join from wherever we are in Australia. But then Teams really comes into it when we want to have like a chat stream alongside documents and links and other apps. So we've got a cool thing happening where we use Trello for a lot of our project management, and that's integrated into Teams. And so whenever our card is updated in Trello for a project, that update comes straight into the Teams channel for our projects. So we can sit there and see on a single pane of glass what's happening in the project, have a conversation about it, and it's a really cool way of working. And then we still use Yammer for any company-wide communication, because we find that's really good for things that span time zones and you want to get the message out loud and clear across everybody in a web basis. And then obviously your email is never going to go away, but we use that for obviously conversing outside of our organisation to our customers, partners, Microsoft suppliers, things like that. And then obviously SharePoint and OneDrive is still really present. Things like our document management and collaboration, they're happening as well. On the Skype perspective, there's been a couple of big developments happening there as well. That's coming through from the Skype preview program that's now becoming generally available. And the first one is tenant dial plans. So this now allows you to specify different dial plans for your cloud PBX users depending on the country they're in or the dial-in behavior that they have. So previously, when you set up Cloud PBX, you would just assign an Australia dial plan, and that meant that if you had a Polycom or an Audio Codes IP phone, you had to dial the full E164 string rather than just an 8-digit number or maybe an extension. So it was a bit limiting with the user experience. So that's now gone away, and the tenant dial plans allow you to set up per user type dial plans and just have some more granularity around how people dial phone numbers within Skype for Business. Then the next thing that's coming along as well is auto attendant and call queues reaching almost, they're getting there. And this allows you to set up a service number in Cloud PBX that kind of becomes basically like an IVR. So you would call into the auto attendant number, and then you get asked, do you know the name of the person you want to speak to? Say that person's name, and then it transfers the call through for you. Call queues are kind of what the response group functionality in on-prem Link and Skype for Business has provided, now available in the cloud. So you've got that hunt group call routing capability in Cloud PBX. So you can have press 1 for sales, 2 for support, 3 for accounts payable, that kind of thing, and have that functionality now in Cloud PBX. So those two features are in preview right now, but will be becoming generally available sometime in the future. And then the last thing that we've been playing around with some of our Cloud PBX customers is the analytics that's available in Office 365 now. And this gives a lot better granularity around call quality, conference quality, the detail records around those as well. Because previously we could see the usage and who called who and when within PSTN calls and conferences within Cloud PBX, but Now what those analytics give you is deeper insight into the quality of that call. So our support team have been getting a ton of value for this for our Cloud PBX customers, because if a user mentions that they had a poor call or a poor conference, we can drill straight into that and then see which leg of that call or attendee of that conference had problems, and then look at the network issues, so the packet loss, jitter, latency, look at the headset was playing up or not, what kind of network they were connected on, whether it was wired, Wi-Fi, and just get much better insight into the stats of that call. So loads of stuff happening in the Skype for Business world right now. Expect to see more features, more cool stuff coming from Microsoft that you can leverage in Skype for Business Online. That brings me to the end of March APAC Perspective for Modality. If you do have any questions for me about how Cloud PBX works, you can hit me up on Twitter at Justin Morris without the N in the middle, or contact us at Modality Systems. You can also give us a bell on LinkedIn, and then check out some more of our videos on YouTube. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you again next month.